it's amazing to see my Enshrouded tips and tricks are getting picked up by others and spreading across YouTube. My unlimited legendary and rune farming glitch though. I noticed some being inspired, others literally copy-pasting this method specifically on the exact same spot where I explained it, even covering my recommendations to pick up salt right there, etc. You know I gotcha if you're watching this video. Anyways, for you and everyone else, there is a much better way to get your hands on legendary loot, especially on higher levels. So in today's guide, I'm gonna share how to use this method as efficient as possible for both the early game chests, especially though for later game to multi-farm, make all this so much more efficient, get much better legendary loot much faster. So let's get right to it. Again, I don't mind it if people take my ideas, but at least give some credit. So, what you want to do to farm yourself a ton of legendaries. Let's quickly go to the place where this all started, as most of you guys probably have your base at this exact location. If you want to get your hands on the absolute best glider in the game, by the way, the Ghost Glider, be sure to check out my guide in the top right of the screen. Anyways, the first thing you want to do is have a flame altar or a base in general, as this makes cheesing for legendaries so much easier. So what we're going to do is place it right here. This is the place which I talked about in my Ultimate Beginner Guide, as it's very close to the Cinder Vault. And right there specifically, we have a little watchtower. So if you fly to it, well, inside you will find a sweet treasure chest. If you open it up, you will always get a random item of low level, as this is also a low level chest. But if you're playing solo or are the server host, you can basically get back to the main menu or restart your progress. And this will instantly bring you back at your last checkpoint. Or of course the flame shrine, which we've placed at the very border of this place. So what we can do is drop down, glide towards the tower once again, get to the chest and open it up. Look at that, we got ourselves another item. And you can basically rinse and repeat this to get your hands on as much loot as possible. So we just found a Metal Star Mace, the Shepherd's Lightning, as well as the Executioner Axe. The higher the rarity of an item, the more you can salvage it for. So we just got 9, then 18, and also 27. Let's quickly travel back to the shrine and extinguish it, as there is a much better way to do this. But if we now get to the blacksmith, yes, I have over 5,000 runes, we can enhance our equipment, and this will basically make it more and more powerful. Unfortunately though, all the trash you will find in that specific chest will not be worth upgrading. You can actually come across much better ones. Especially the Transcendental Screen Shield, which I found earlier, comes with amazing stats. A lot of parry power and shock resistance, but there are so many more items to find. So let me quickly explain this based on the different chests you can find during your adventures, as they actually come with different loot inside. To do this, we're going to travel to the Pillars of Creation. I think an absolute must-have quick travel to easily glide to basically any corner of the world. Right here, we're going to jump down, deploy our legendary glider, and fly towards the northeastern part of this biome. Very important, before you can access this specific area, you first want to strengthen the flame or upgrade your altar. This is essential for all the progression towards the mid and late game. So if you're not yet ready for this area, it simply means you haven't completed the required quests yet to actually be ready for this zone. Alright, so we just arrived at the Jasper Isles. Right in front of us, we also have a Shroud route, but this is where I'm gonna quickly place a flame altar, as this is, trust me guys, an amazing place to quickly farm insane types of gear. Let me know in the comments, by the way, if you manage to find more chests right here. But let's first deal with this Shroud route and then cover all the chests one by one. So right here inside of this little house, we have a chest which looks pretty plain. It's a regular brown silver-ish chest. If you kick those open, you usually get consumables like arrows, but in this specific place, even better stuff like spells, prayers, and amazing potions. We've got another one right here. So once again, a brown chest, nothing too fancy inside. While in the area, they are of course always definitely worth picking up. Even more interesting though, a little bit more to the east of the village, if we make our way up by jumping a couple times, then swinging with the grappling hook, well, this is what brings us to another treasure chest. This time a silver, which are known to contain some pretty decent loot, but not that fantastic. They most of the times come with common or uncommon gear, sometimes even rares, but if you want to have higher quality, that's going to become pretty difficult. What's really nice though is that this specific spot comes with multiple of these chests, so you can increase your odds of finding some rare items, including, wow, including the flame shield, ladies and gentlemen, which we just picked up. Absolutely love the looks of this one. I mean, it literally looks like one of those of the Uruk-hai in Lord of the Rings. Anyways, there are much better treasure chests to be found. Above silver, we also have gold. These contain much more powerful loot, but there's something even better than that. So if we open up the door right here, look at that. This is where we basically have a golden chest with diamonds. If we open it up, you will most likely get legendary, which are the absolute best chests to farm if you want to find god tier items in Enshrouded. And now, ladies and gentlemen, for the grand finale, we can now simply get back to the main menu and reset that specific chest, including all the others in this area, to get our hands on that sweet legendary gear in no time. But how about doing that once again and getting our hands on a Deep-Root Axe? Really guys, without any clickbait for legendaries which barely pop up with silver chests, this method is actually going to deliver on the results you're expecting. Wow man, a legendary ordered wooden bow. But yeah, now I think you guys get it. This is the absolute best way to quickly get your hands on legendary gear in Enshrouded. Especially because of this red glow we have right here. This makes it super simple to spot the chest when gliding towards it. Especially with the high-speed legendary glider, which I shared with you guys earlier. But check it out, ladies and gentlemen. This is all the loot which we found after only a couple seconds farming. You know what? Let's do that one more time, as I don't know, man. It's just so addicting. Here we go, a blackened staff. This one also looks really nice. But yeah, if I open up the map, ladies and gentlemen, this is where you want to be on the Jasper Isles. If we zoom out a little bit, it's basically to the east of the Pillars of Creation. Primarily your home base, it's important to have it right here as well, as then you can easily reach that legendary chest, which you can find right there, but also a silver chest right there. We've got a couple more regular chests in this area, but more silver chests in the distance. The 3 regular ones in which you always find consumables like arrows and scrolls. All the silver ones. This one won't respawn, by the way, because it's too close to our home base right now. But we've got many of these, which you can all farm. Get your hands on a ton of sweet treasure in one single run. But as I already said, the most important chest would be this legendary chest, as it will, of course, have the highest chance of containing the best loot. So if you have a nice PC with short loading times, well, I think this is the absolute best way to quickly get your hands on a ton of gear. Wow, we found another flame shield, also level 18, so it's important to know that all the loot you find in this area will be of the same level. This really depends on the area you farm in, so if you're already past this level, I recommend you to do this strategy in the final zone of the game, which of course is the desert. As if we quickly check out the town right here, open up this chest, look at that, the loot which you can find right here actually is higher level. 25. My piece of advice would be to search for the absolute highest quality chest you can find in the area of your level, where you manage to deal with the enemies, place a flame shrine nearby, and farm it as much as possible for the loot you desire. Wow, man, look at this. We just got our hands on a Wolf Snarl's longbow, which has 27 power on default without any upgrades. Very close to my forest longbow of level 25 with 35 power. If we visit the blacksmith and enhance this equipment, yeah, we have a lot to choose from. But here it is, enhance it to the fullest, and this actually deals much more damage. Plus 18 fire magic damage, increased critical hit damage and chance. Wow, man, this one is gonna hit like a truck. Let's go. This lady absolutely got wrecked. Like, that was impressive. Anyways, right here we can also pick up a golden chest with usually some sweet loot. This time a nice alchemist ring with plus mana, stamina and HP. Amazing to pick up early. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. Everything you need to know to get your hands on an unlimited amount of amazing legendary gear. If you found this video helpful, be sure to leave a like and of course share your thoughts about this farm in the comments down below. Do you think it's OP? Do you think it's amazing? I'd love to hear your thoughts. And of course, if you manage to find another sweet spot with plenty of loot, be sure to let us know in the comments down below or on the Discord and server, which you are very welcome to join, by the way. Links can be found in the description. Right now though, it's 4 AM out. I want to wish you an amazing day. I'll check you in the next video or live stream. Peace.